And we back with another video. It's your boy Lou. Today we got a different type of conversation for you guys or gals, whoever's watching, or nobody. Nobody might not be watching right now, but in due time, people will be watching. I know that. And more than anything, the biggest thing about this channel and whoever's watching this and like, why did he post this many videos and no one's watched it yet? Not even the fact that I want people to watch it, which I would, because at the same time, I know that some of the things I say would help people. But more than anything is like, I just want to prove to myself that if I say something I'm going to do it. Like right now, my goal is a video a day, a short after, a video a day, a short after. So it's going to be an on and on thing where I'll do a video a short, a video a short. So I'm going to do that all year next year, and I'm holding myself to it. I'm holding myself accountable to it. And that's why I'm doing these videos and saying it on here, because you always see if I don't do it, then I'm a failure. I should stop trying and give up and everything. No, I'm just playing. But if I do happen to miss a day, I'll smack myself in the back of the head, but I'll keep pushing and keep going, because at the end of the day, it's like I'm doing my best and I'm going to continue doing my best, so there's no reason to lag, right? No reason to miss a video if I'm doing my best, because if I miss a video, that means I'm not doing my best, and it will show. Topic of the day today: don't hate on people that was born rich, or born in situations where you wish you'd be, because you're not there. Growing up, I've always, I guess you could say, I grew up in different areas. I grew up in areas where obviously poverty was around, or in the hood, I guess you could say. All the homies, everything that goes down in the neighborhoods, you already know. Everything that goes down, you're from me. But, as I got older and I started like meeting people and stuff like that, you start understanding that I just squished a cricket. I'm sorry. What the fudge? That sucks. But yeah, and then I always see people that had their stuff, and being around people that you grew up with, sometimes people are like, man, look at those rich kids. They don't deserve it. They're spoiled brats. Their parents spoiled them, this and that. It's just downgrading them because of the fact that they have it and they didn't. And I never understood that, in a sense. Don't get me wrong. There was a point in my life where I would say those remarks because I didn't know better and because it was just normal to me. People around would say that, you like, oh, look at those rich kids, look at the spoiled kids and stuff like that. Or, for instance, sometimes when I was younger, I would always envy people like they speak about their pops and stuff like that, because of the fact that I didn't grow up with my dad, and whatever the situation was, I would always be like, kid had his daddy, like he has daddy money and all that stuff. I'm being transparent with y'all. I'm not picking my nose. I'm scratching it. It's itching. My hair's in my face. I'm sorry. I let that get the best of me at times, and then I got to a point where I got older, matured a little bit more. And I'm like, I just understand that if those were my kids with everything that they own and someone was saying that to them, in a sense, I would feel bad, or I would feel sad, because, no, hold up, let me rephrase that. Say I was a person that came from nothing. Well, actually, I kind of am. We had our something. Our family had our something. It just wasn't the most, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm not complaining whatsoever. But I'm just saying, it wasn't the way, I guess you could say, I would want to raise my kids, because I'm going to do better because I was given the opportunity by my moms, and it is what it is, But if my kids, once I get the opportunity to have kids one day and I'm more stabilized and more financially set, I will definitely give all my kids everything, but also I will not just give it to them because I'm going to give it to them, they're my kids, but I'll make them earn it. And if they earn it and they feel like they deserve it, then most definitely will spoil them with things that I couldn't have got as a kid, And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, and I don't think people should hate on that, because people don't know the process behind their parents and what it took for them to get there. Yeah, I guess some people are born rich, but even then, you go back in generations to the person that made that person rich, I'm sure they had to go through the thing. So it's like, you can't downplay someone's success because you don't understand the story. You don't understand what it took for them to get there. So say you see a person that's rich and it makes you feel a kind of way, like envious and stuff, is like to hate on that person or whatever, then I feel like that's the thing you got to work on, something you got to deal with and stuff. And that's not moral of the story. Moral of the topic is like, don't hate on people because they haven't made, like, just appreciate that somebody in their bloodline worked for it, and help them be set, because at the end of the day, why would anybody out there want to see anybody struggle? Like, if you come from the struggle, it's like not the best feeling when you can't. As a kid growing up, you ask for certain things, you can't get it because moms told you can't get it right now, we can't afford it. And it's like, I don't get why anybody would wish it on somebody, and like the fact that you don't have it is like, it gives you the right to like call them names or belittle the process of whoever got them there. I personally don't think that's the right thing to do. So it's like, don't hate on it, but at the same time, it's like, if they could do it, why can't you do it? You don't got to look at it like, oh man, the people are better than me. Like, no, people are, at the end of the day, once all this money is gone, once everything is gone, everything, we bleed the same, we eat the same, we use the restroom the same, everything, we sleep the same, everything's the same. So you got to look at it like motivation. Look at it as motivation, like, okay, this human that's the same thing as me, the same species as me, is like, could do this and could leave their kid this way. Do it like that for your kids. Oh shoot. It's a loud firework. Do like that for your kids. Like, don't let it be like a thing where like you hate on it. It's gonna be alright. You'll get there too eventually, and then just pray that those people out there that won't do the same thing to your kids one day if that's what you want. Like, say you get rich and then you leave your kids rich. It's like you wouldn't want someone to hate on them either. It's like because you got them there. It's like at the end of the day, it's like you gotta appreciate things that you got, but you also gotta make the people appreciate things that they got. And it all starts from the home. So it's like I think this is like kind of a message to people out there that are trying to become, I guess you could say, parents. Cause I'm not a parent yet, so I can't really give the best advice on that. But I have an idea of it, and I feel like if we raise kids right, the way it should be, teach them all the good things, all the good qualities of being a good human. I think things like that will get removed from everybody's life, and it's like it doesn't have to be a big thing where it's like it's instilled into us to be envious of one another. But yeah, it's your boy Lou. Little quickie for y'all. It's actually not quick because it was a 10-minute video, but I appreciate everybody rocking, knocking these videos out one by one. Got a lot to say, we're not gonna stop saying it. It's your boy Lou, and I'm out.